me in line with my hip socket. You will be amazed at what you get when you take people into that. Okay? I get really graphic. I used to do this at Asante all the time. People used to just, I'd be like, yeah, your knees over, you know, if their knee is over their toes, their patella is trying to fly out, and their ligament right here is, or their patellar tendon is, I'm like, it's just trying to fly out. That little poor little guy is there, you know, strains the whole deal. So just tell me, your kneecap's trying to fly towards the front of the room right now. Can you move that back? Gotta have a right angle. Right angle, right angle, right angle, right angle, right angle. Not right angle here, but right angle here. Body here, right? We don't want to see that at all. Because that's like, you know, doing a bad back stretch. Okay? So then you'll give them blocks and then they'll be like, yeah, hanging in. Hanging on. So, propping, and then we're going to get into this a little bit later, but propping is only used to establish positioning for energy to move through. If we have to change the positioning to get the energy to move through, we do that. Otherwise, they don't get to happen. And even when they have them, they don't get to put weight on them. But then, oh, you brought the blocks.
I remember when you were fingertips, and I'm like, so I was just like, okay, I got it today. Fingertips today.
You maybe do that until somebody can. This is my standard for this. Until they can be hanging out here like this, or here off their blocks like this, and stabilize, they don't really belong in a warrior because they're just carrying all that holding to the next place. So they don't like that.
I'm tired.
Many people don't like that. Some people love it. They're like, oh, this is cool. I'll just slowly learn switch.
Like I started like this. Like I couldn't even.
I think I can do that too.
I probably should start.
So you can start like this. This is why I do this. And then I get people to do this. Because if they can do that, they can do this. If they can do this, I have no idea what they can do. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily, I mean, if you have, you know, like the lady with the bad knees, who had the knee replacement, she was all like stable doing this.
Too bad she hadn't been working with you for years.
Because you have to get them there. So you have to really.
So you're saying don't do this.
I don't start people
So
there.
don't do a lunge until you can see them doing this, right?
Till they can stabilize here. Because what are they going to do in their lunge? They're going to go here, they're going to push up, and it's just going to be all like this, and they're not going to be engaged, and then, you know, you don't want to be there, because that's a pain in the butt for you. It's not good for them. I'm telling you, when people get into the abyss in a lunge, and you have to keep your way out of it, you can't really. So it's like, then you have to just be like, you know, you got to start all over.
We're going to tell both.
Yeah.
Depends how wigged out they are.
So, I mean, that's been my experience.
I was like, what bones would that be? But
Look at that rib coming around
it was
there.
her hands equally popping up.
Looks like hoops.
Okay. You okay, Joella?
Yeah, it was just really tight and really hurt.
You know, the other thing with backs like this, just note this out, when you move them and you stretch them, and she starts working her muscles, so that they're not like this, but they're like this, they're going to be tight, they're going to be sore.
Yeah, I just am so sore.
Yeah, they're going to be sore because they're used to doing this, and you just made them do that.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put some of that oil on your back?
I think I'll just, I don't know, yeah, sure.
Do you want it now?
It's normally for tendonitis, I don't, I'm sure it would help. Yeah, I could just take some, the Arctic has been really helping me. My muscle soreness. I don't know, I just got really sore, so I just needed to
to do that. Okay, so we're gonna get ourselves back to here. Hands on the thighs, I'm going to take you into it again, and we're just feel if we can get some more connection. So, find the soul, deep inhale, exhale, releases. Perineum engages, low belly pulls back, sends the energy down through the feet. Feel the spiral towards, press away, ground from the inner heels, suck back through your inner thighs to your head. Breathes into that. Exhale, releases. Perineum engages, belly pulls back, send it, spiral towards, press away, ground it through. When it connects, feel your belly pull back farther, let your knees bend slightly. Belly pulls back to pull the tailbone up towards the sky, lift the pelvis away from the heads of the femurs. Breathe into that. Exhale, releases. Perineum engages, the belly pulls back to lift the pelvis up. You spiral towards, press away, ground through your inner heels. Suck your inner thighs back towards your pelvis, towards the pubic bone, and then pull that energy all the way out through the spine, through the head. Low back should feel long. If it doesn't, take a few more breaths there. Belly pulls back to pull the pelvis up. Sends it, spiral towards, press away. Suck the inner thighs back, all the way out through the head. Maybe the knees can bend a little bit more. Every time you exhale, the belly pulls back. Find some more space in the pelvis, inner thighs, suck back. That's going to pull the weight back, allow you to have more increase there. Okay, when you feel that connection every time, inhale, expands. Exhale, releases. Engage, send the energy. Spiral towards, press away, inner thighs suck back. Spine gets long. When you feel that connection and you're in that point of connection, you can pick up a foot. Do not lose the connection. The connection comes first. So, take an exhale. Notice if you're connected all the way through. And then pick up the other foot. Breath. Really feel your inner thighs connect. That you want to do it to your perineum, and then keep that. Keep it. It's going to feel weird. And then you can go ahead, exhale.
And sometimes when I lift my tailbone, I pull back my lower belly, it feels like I sort of get a crunch in my lower back. Can you demonstrate?
So feel your sacrum pulling back and up.
Back and up,
Okay, so it's instead of just going up,
okay.
it's pulling back and up. So when that comes up, it transfers back through to pull this along.
Oh, that's so different. Every day, one more light bulb. Mm-hmm.
So that's a huge thing. So
I'm
when
doing
you're
this.
yeah, no,
That's not really
because that's the position. So you can see what you got. Start with this way, connect. From that connection, it's your low belly pulling it back up. Yeah. Feel that?
Yeah, I got it now. I just didn't know I had it right.
Yeah. So it's again, it's that cue because even as much as I cued that for the low belly to do it, half of the people are going to still engage their because it's especially, I mean, in this sort of stuff, we really don't want to, the low belly pulls back to pull the pelvis up away from the heads and femurs. Probably if I say that first, and then that allows the tailbone to go up and back, that might be a better cue. So just that subtly of me saying, feel the sacrum lift or the tailbone lift, you're like, eh.
Well, I think, I mean, we just did it twice, and the second time you cued the pelvis lifting from the femurs. Once I did that, I had a much easier time getting into it.
Okay, so that's, that's feedback.
Pelvis lifting from the femurs.
Yeah.
Belly pulls back to lift the pelvis up away from the heads, the femurs to allow. It's crazy, but it does. You guys are experiencing firsthand. That makes a difference in what happens. So notice how if you're not connected here, everything's cattywampus, right?
Well, you can't lift your foot up.
So if I,
No, I can't.
yeah, if I said this, when you feel yourself in your squat, go a little bit more deeper and then pick up your leg.
And then pick up your leg. You're just picking it up and putting it on.
So that's the thing. We have to connect, and they're always moving from connection. Half of the people in the room will inhale the minute they'll be like, here, I'm connected. Okay, I'm connected. I'm gonna pick it up, right? Because they always inhale and they connect. Or when they have a big action. If they're balancing, they're going to inhale and try to hold it because that's what they
do.
Subconsciously, they feel like they're going to fall over. So they reverse that pattern, right? Okay, so then we can have two choices. If they can do this, I might have, it depends on what they're doing, I might have them go lunge and work it out from here. Normally, once people have the lunge, then I'll go from down dog through and then they can pull themselves into it. So, if we go here, we can get them to do this, then we can see if they can keep this connection and step their foot back. Now we have them, right, exactly where they want them. We want them because they are going to be in line with this, theoretically. This is all going to be supported. This is going to be as far as it goes for them, and they're going to end up here, right? So what are we doing? We're inhaling, exhaling, connecting center energy. Now what will happen is they'll go here, right? They'll be all connected, they'll pick their foot up, and then they're like, oh my God. Here I am.
Oh my gosh.
It is, it's like crazy. It's crazy.
Totally. It makes sense though, that people would do that.
Because they'll do that because that's how they've always done it.
Yeah.
So there's two different ends to pick it. If I do it this way, I can give the cue, if they have their block keys right, and we get them here somehow. To inhale, expand, exhale, release. They're in the gauges, low belly pulls, backing up. Feel the back thighs spiraling. They're going to do this too. This is a good one. Yeah.
The hangers.
The hangers. They're going to hang their femur bone out. That's what they do when they stand up. Ooh. Their femur bone hangs out, right? So you know who's going to hang?
Because they look like.
By the time you get to that point in class, you already know who's going to hang in the lunge.
Right.
You know exactly what's going on. So, like, that's the beauty of having one-on-one or two-on-one, because you could be like, yeah, I know the first time Rick went into that lunge, he was going to hang. He was going to be all the way back here, and he was going to hang.
Yeah.
So the last thing we're going to tell him to do is reach his heel back, right?
No.
Because it's going to make him hang.
No, we don't do that. Yeah.
So, again, we're going to establish positionally, right? We have to get him into a position, or whoever it is. I'm just using you, because I remember that day. If they're here, it's you too, totally.
Oh, totally.
She's all the way back here, right? This, you cannot support with this. You can squeeze your quad as much as you want, nothing will happen.
It feels
You will be in agony trying to do a lunge. Okay? So, in order to get anything to happen here, this has to be positional in here. So the first cue is belly pulls back, press up on the ball of your back foot. Because I can do anything with this back leg.
Belly pulls back, press on the ball of your foot. Press up on the ball of your foot.
Right? Because when this is up, here, if it's down here, if I'm here, I can't pull this up. if I'm here, and pull this up. We want to get this back leg working. They're totally focusing right now on how they're holding themselves up with their leg.
Yeah.
Right?
Jeez.
Because that's what they think it is. Because everybody, there isn't a person who's not front body quad dominant. I've never seen anybody just pop out. I just think I'm using my back leg to hold myself up here. It never works.
No.
Most people have no idea even how to engage that, how to get it in so that it works at all. Right?
You have to have a lot of energy that day to introduce the language to folks, because
Yeah,
it's a lot of
so,
work getting people.
you know, we're going to get them here. This is after we take, so certain positional cues happen in lunge. One is to make sure before they do anything, if we started from here, front knees over front ankle, front knees in line with hip socket, right? A lot of people be like, Andre, it was way over here, right? Girl, because she's like, I grip this is how I do this. Right? Because I hold my knee in line to hold myself up, right? So we have to, you have to manage that. But until we do something with the back leg, because this is all the way down here, this is stuck. You can't do anything with this anyway. That hurts.
Yeah.
You can't do anything with the front leg or with anything else until the back leg is managed.
Yeah.
So it's all okay.
Yeah.
You're just gonna because what happens, like the cool thing about this is we establish where the front leg is, right? We establish they can do that, but the minute they step back here, they're gonna be, and then we have to redo the whole thing. So if I ended up here, right, and they say press up on the ball of your inhale, exhale, engage your low belly, press up as high as you can on the ball of your back foot. Now we just got a little bit of space here, right? Because if this is sunk down in, it's the abyss. You can't do anything. It's like your shoulder joint and down dog. You can't rotate it, you can't do anything with it. Because you have arrived and that's where you are.
And you're stuck.
You would be amazed at how many people really want to stay